And we're live. Well, kind of live, I guess. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Marsh Podcast. I'm Brian.
You're
and
back to your original.
I was gonna get to it, and I am your
Please continue.
I am your captain. That's gonna guide you through the seas of conversation for this episode. And you are?
I can't tell if you're about to fuck me or put me in a pyramid scheme with that kind of opening.
That's wild.
I'm Ryan, and I'm still alive currently.
Oh, you're not gonna do the whole Panda Express thing?
Nah, that's not original.
That's a good one, though. That's such a good one. And today we are finally, once again, joined by the Bucks County boys, Sam and Lance. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Not so bad.
I mean, finally, I talk to you every day, Brian.
That's fair.
I
We
still
did talk.
I still have Ryan's location. I can watch exactly where he goes.
You have
I don't
Ryan's
go anywhere
Oh.
new. I sent you my location on that bender. I find out new things every day.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was for opening day of Goose season.
Oh, I thought it was for my benders. One of my benders.
Why would you say your location for one of his best?
I don't know, because maybe I couldn't get a hold of anyone else.
Just dropped a pin in a prayer.
Please, it's 3 a.m. and I'm in Camden. Come save me.
So, what have you guys been up to in the off months?
Working.
Working.
That's it. The storms that have been rolling in with the tree work has been outrageous.
Yeah.
You know, we've been going upstate. I mean, we turkey hunted a little bit. Sam shot that double beard. It rained
Hell
every
yeah.
time I went out, so it wasn't. Turkey season just kind of sucked for me.
So Sam was the only one lucky enough to get a bird down this year.
Yeah, and then I had another one, but I was trying to take Lucas out because he never shot a turkey. I had him come in a couple times, and I was like, me and my dad were talking. He's like, yeah, let Lucas shoot it. I was like, all right. So I did, and then every single time I took Lucas out, it rained, and we didn't hear nothing.
You know the reason he didn't shoot anything with Lucas.
Because, yeah, it's bad luck.
Yeah.
Who's bad? Lucas's bad luck.
I feel that.
The worst luck.
That's all right. I feel kind of the same when I take people goose hunting.
I'm right here.
No, I'm the bad luck. Lance, can you do me a favor and maybe turn your phone down one click? I'm getting an echo back off of you.
Better?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we can work with that.
Yeah. I went
But so you don't do it. You didn't do any fishing. Don't do anything like that over the summer.
Oh yeah, we when trout season's around, we trout fish. There's a trout fishing video somewhere in Sam's
Still gotta
computer.
get edited.
We trout fished a whole bunch.
You guys don't use fly rods, right?
We do, but
Oh.
we did not in those videos.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Don't publicize that.
So,
Do you have like the whole getup when you go fly fishing, or is it just like normal clothes?
Oh, dude, I can see Lance with a bucket hat and everything.
Waders on my trout vest? Yes, I am.
Now, stop shaking the table.
I can't help it.
Then put your hands down. Stop fucking with everything. Normally, you yell at me for this.
I really thought Ryan was going to introduce himself as Darth Vader when he started breathing like that on the microphone.
Sam, I am your father.
Why'd you eat the mic?
I don't know, to make it uncomfortable for everyone involved.
That is your tism habit.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you guys now? We're getting into July. You know, I know a lot of people are doing a little bit of prep work for deer. Are you guys doing anything like that? Prep work for deer, turkey, or deer, ducks, geese, something like that?
Yeah, definitely prep for the ducks because we still got to go down and build the blind. Sam was just down there yesterday to turn the cameras back on the duck spots, and all the deer spot cameras are on, and all the baits out.
Now,
for deer.
Yeah, it's deer.
well, you said turn the cameras back on for the ducks too. Now, are you looking? What are you looking for this early? Wood ducks, resident mallards.
I had wood ducks, mallards, black ducks, teal in February on the camera there, and then they've been there since. But now when the vegetation grew back up with all like the lily pads and stuff, it kind of booted all of them out.
Booting them out, or you just can't see them as well?
Well, it's channels in there, so like where the camera is, it's mostly water. When we went down and cleared a bunch of the lily pads out and had the camera facing like where we cleared it, they were all in there. So I don't know. I also got a video of a dude. I never even thought you could bring a boat into this area, and I got a video of a dude in a canoe with a freaking mud motor on the back last night. I sent it to Sam, and I was like, "What is this?"
And
Is
that
it the
explains why I can't hear a single thing when I'm down there, or when I was down there yesterday. Normally,
Is
you
it
can
the-
hear the dogs, geese, everything down there. You couldn't hear anything yesterday.
This guy's just ripping through with a kayak and a mud motor.
Yeah, and it was like 8:45 when he went out, and then came back at like 9. I was like, "What are you doing?"
That's weird.
Is it the same spot that we went?
No.
No? I was about
No,
to
we
say.
were trying to spot burn.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to spot burn.
No. We picked up a private spot. It's on so all the stuff that you've seen in there flies from the private spot that we got.
Oh, okay.
no shit.
Okay, that's nice. On the PA side?
Jersey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's where we're going to put. We have the base of the blind built. We got to go down and put that all in. We were going to do like a big blind and like put a kitchen in the back, but then we were like, you know what? Let's see if this works first.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh. Ryan, what you got?
So, all right, can you give me a second? You're micromanaging. So, is there anything that's catching your eye? You said you have the deer stuff out. Is there any that you already have your eye on, or you just want to see what's out there?
They really haven't sprouted that big yet. I mean, I have a couple that are, yeah, I can't really tell what they are. You know, they're only this high off their head right now.
Yeah.
Valentine's. What is that?
But
I finally have one that just stood up.
What, a buck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple that like bucks that are showing up, but you can't tell yet.
Yeah, I got 2 right now that look like good ones, but they're just gonna keep growing. Like they're right now mainframe 6-pointers, but like he's just so shallow and wide. It's like there's no way he's not gonna get any bigger.
Yeah, well, that's like the velvet screws at you too. You know, come out and they're like, wow, look at the mass,
yeah.
That guy, and then the velvet comes off, and you're like, what the hell happened to you?
Toothpicks.
The deer I shot 3 years ago was like that. Like he looked like a 170 class deer all day. And then I got pictures of him like with half of his velvet, and then I got pictures like the following week he had rubbed all of it off, and he looked like a completely different deer. I was like, dude, who is this thing with a toothpicks on his head? I think he was still probably upper 130s. Not a bad deer.
Oh, did you see what went to the desk? What is it? The governor's desk today. It got passed by the House.
The House. It's already passed the Senate. Passed the House today.
Passed the
In
Senate.
PA?
Passed the House.
Or really?
Nice.
Yeah, next year we can probably hunt Sundays as long as Mr. Senator approves. Governor, Senator, whatever.
Like full-fledged Sunday hunting, no restrictions?
Full-fledged, no restrictions, duck hunting, Sunday hunting, whatever we want.
Hopefully we're not too far behind that.
So where do you think? So I think Delaware, when they let it out, they took those dates. So I think there's only so many dates you can hunt Sundays. I don't know the whole thing, but the days you can hunt, they took it off to like the beginning of the season. Do you think they'll take those days off the beginning and put them on the end? How do you think that'll play out?
I have no idea. I don't know. I hope. So some people were talking that they might bump our early season because it's only a week here, up a week earlier. And if they do that, I am going to be extremely mad at somebody on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But see,
Yeah, just skip it.
no, not skip it. What I was gonna say.
No, I meant the wedding.
Oh yeah, skip the wedding. But what I was gonna say was, like, do you think they'll just get rid of the first week to begin with. There'll be no more split because I mean they got to take days off of
I
somewhere.
don't think they're going to do that because we have 3 splits here. So we have a week of October and then no, it's 2 splits.
Yeah.
And then it's November. Goose season's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have early season in October for a week, and then upstate stays open for 2. That's when we leave for North Dakota, like we did last year. So then it reopens in November sometime. Then we have till November, till the end of January.
Middle of January.
Middle of January. Well, it's like January 24th.
You got a week in Jersey or Coastal.
Yeah, but it's not the middle of January.
A little bit.
So
Keep hitting them, Sam.
What I think they're gonna do with the Sunday hunting for the next, it won't pass this year, it'll pass next year. What I think they're gonna do is they're gonna shorten the end of it. They're gonna pull it back the days at the end.
Yeah, I would have a lot to say if we end up going through it in Jersey and they do that because that last week is like everything prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's everything you want, especially waterfowl. I mean, typically your coldest days that I've seen anyway is like somewhere between the 10th and the 25th of January. So, I mean, you pull a week off of that and end it the 21st or the 24th, like you were saying, that would really blow. Like, and it would suck a little more because I would have to assume that takes one Saturday off the schedule. And guys, I mean, I know it's a little easier for you guys to get out on the weekdays, but like guys that work 50, 60 hours a week like us, like all we're doing is hunting Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
And you're taking one weekend, like we're essentially losing.
I'd rather see it come off the front end because I don't know how many times I've told you now, after hunting season wraps up is when I always see the most beautiful ducks.
No shit, Sherlock.
So if they took it off the front, that'd be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you know, like the only thing at the front of it when they do that is like all the wood ducks here, they're gone. You know,
for the most part,
you can still shoot wood. I've shot wood ducks in January. I've shot teal in January, but
the majority,
the gist of them are out of here as soon as it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now the only guy that I can think of that is honestly kind of mad about it is my dad. What's
his reasoning for it?
He's mad about the Sunday hunting.
Like he doesn't want it?
He doesn't want it at all.
Why?
Just because now is he one of the guys that thinks it's like, okay, you're opening up another day for weekenders, there's gonna be more duck shot, or is it just the fact that for 50 years he's been hunting only, 50 years there's been no Sunday hunting and now they want to change that?
I think it's a little bit of the both, but his major thing is like, you know how he is, like I run the company and everything, so he can basically hunt whenever he wants. You know,
so he's less pressure during the weekdays.
Yeah, and he's like, Sunday was like, I kind of enjoyed my Sunday off that I couldn't hunt, and I could go do other stuff. Now that
you had no option to hunt. Yeah.
Hunt all weekend.
That's what he just told me. He said, I can hunt 6-7 days. He's like, I understand it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sundays. I mean, we have... So that's the double-edged sword on my end. Is like, if we open up Sunday hunting for waterfowl, it doubles the days I can duck hunt.
Yeah.
But even before you double it, like come the second weekend of February, I am spent.
Yeah.
Like between working all week and then you're basically working for 6 hours on a Saturday. Whether you're running a boat, trucking through mud, everything like that, and then you come home and then you get to, as your dad said, you don't have the option to hunt Sunday.
Yeah.
So you can do something like clean up the shed, wash your decoys, wash your boat, something relaxing while doing that. And now it's like you're never going to be like, oh shit, I have to hunt Sunday. But Sunday night you're going to be like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have hunted today. Yeah. So I guess I can catch that from both sides. Like I said, there's nothing I want more as a waterfowler than to be able to hunt Saturday and Sunday. But it is nice to be like Saturday night, be like, well, I guess I'll just go sit in a deer stand for a couple hours tomorrow.
Well, you can do that in Jersey. We can't. We can't hunt at all on Sunday.
Even bow hunting?
Nope. No bow hunting. There's three.
There's three, right?
We can hunt.
And it's normally the last Sunday of archery season.
Yeah, it's the last Sunday archery season, the Sunday of rifle season,
and one mixed in.
Then one mixed in there.
For what, your late bow season and your everything else?
No, I think
it's bear.
Yeah.
For bear season?
I think so.
That's something.
Bear doesn't count.
Bear, I think it's small game they consider it.
Oh, okay.
No,
you can't hunt like pheasants and everything on the Sundays. You can only hunt deer. It says that. Literally, scroll to the bottom.
Sunday hunting is not permitted for anything but.
Sam's like the awful Jamie in the room.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting because I remember
one rifle bear season and one rifle deer season.
Yeah. All right. So it's bear. It's not small game.
Yeah.
Maybe he is the good Jamie.
I definitely saw dudes breaking that law on Hawk Mountain a long time. Well,
what's Hawk Mountain?
It's a mountain up in PA somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have your rebels.
Well, yeah, they were. I guess they did like an over weekender, and they were coming off the mountain with a bunch of small game in their rifles.
Good for them.
Yeah. More power to them. That actually looked like a lot of fun.
I mean, they might have been shot on Saturday and then just walked out Sunday, like if they hiked in or something.
Yeah.
You think you're cool or something over there?
No, I just have no room because you got me stuffed over into the corner.
Why do you have to set me up like that?
Did we can also talk about the goose limit?
Yeah. Fuck the Atlantic population. Whatever committee, whoever runs that committee, needs LASIK surgery, or to spend a weekend down here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start raising them and letting them go in the LAC area.
No, they do a pretty good job of that on their own. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a dead baby goose.
I'll help.
To be honest with you, I mean, so when we talked about it before, my one point to that was we still get to shoot 15 in September. Is it a little more difficult? Absolutely. Is it hotter? Is it sweatier? Is it more work? Yeah. But we still have the option, like we can blow our goose load in September. And I'm still going to be happy to take some buddies out and shoot 4 or 5 geese on a Saturday morning.
Love blowing
between shooting scoters and stuff like that on the weekends. Like so when I really got into goose hunting, it was 2 birds. And I bought a trailer full of decoys. I bought everything. And then it went to 1. So we've all been through this before. We know the course it's going to run. They're going to drop it to 1. It's going to creep back up. I would like to see it get crept back up to 4 and hold that for a few years because I think we can support it. And then it'll out of the blue, it'll shoot back down to 1, 30 days. I was a big proponent for even keeping a 2-bird 30-day season.
Yeah.
Like I would have been very happy with that. But
make it worth your time to go out there.
Yeah. I mean, not to say it's going to be easier, but I remember when they dropped it to 1 a couple years ago, like there was nobody goose hunting.
Yeah.
Like
you're really going to go set up all those decoys for 1 bird?
I mean, I will.
There's going to be a lot of duck hunting in our future this year.
Yeah, we did it like Thanksgiving, because we always did it.
Yeah.
So
yes.
It was 3 for years. It was 3 birds, and then it dropped to 2. Then it dropped to 1, and then when it dropped to 1 for those couple, what was it? 2 years it dropped to 1, 3 years?
No, I think it was just 1 year. I think they did put it to 1 for 2 years. I think it was either 1 or 2 years, and then it jumped up to 2 and 3.
Yeah, and then I thought it was just going to stay back at 3, but then when it was 1, we would all just go out and we'd set everything up and to make it harder. So like you would take 8 guys in the field. We told everybody when it was 1 bird, everybody gets 1 shell in their gun.
That's a good idea. I like that.
So if you missed, it would last.
Give you a chance to bring another flock in. Yeah. I like that a lot. I think that's something we might. Ryan's going to be shooting at a lot of flocks, but. Yeah, and so going into that, I think one thing they're going to really screw us with is spooking birds. Yeah. You drop the limit to 1, it's going to be real hard hunting with 3 guys and shooting in a flock of 30 birds.
Yeah.
Like, just because in the back of your mind, you're like, dude, if we shoot 3 geese out of this flock, that's 37 birds that are going to know what decoys look like. And over the next 5 to 10 years or 5 years, they're going to raise 100 birds that they're going to know to stay away from this area.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the shitty point of view to look at it from.
Yeah.
But
that's probably by design. They're probably.
I don't think they looked into it that far. I mean, even so, when Maryland was the first one to come out with the proposed dates, and that's when everybody started freaking out. Oh, we're going to one bird. And if you look in the notes, the population can support a 2-day 45-bird season, a 45-day season. But it was proposed, or not proposed, it was suggested to be a 1-day 30-bird season.
I think part of it was because of the avian.
Yeah, but it wasn't really affecting Canada's. It was, but not the likes we were seeing with snow geese.
You said that backwards, though.
I said it wasn't really affecting Canada's.
No, you said 1-day 30-bird season.
Oh, wow.
Just to clarify.
Real back that far.
I'm on board for that.
So am
A
I.
30 birds,
one
one
day.
day. That would be such a clusterfuck.
Oh my! Could you imagine?
Everybody's
the fist
pavement
fights?
princess would be on every single piece of public property.
Dude. Oh my God! You'd have to get to the spot a week beforehand,
Just start tailgating it.
and there would be guys that would do that too.
We would, Ryan would really be out of a phone then. He got there a day earlier and dropped it in a porta potty.
Hey, it's still
We
kicking.
ran
The
him
chargers
there for
still
a
don't
week.
work, though.
Every
Yeah.
day it would have been dropped in there. Ah!
Not again.
His arm might have been permanently dyed blue.
That would be cool. Then I wouldn't need to get, like, a sleeve.
That's disgusting.
Avatar over here.
We call him Ronnie Shitkey.
I'll touch your face, dude.
It's fine.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind camping it. I just won't be using Hispanic porta potties ever again. I'll just do it in the woods like my Indian
What did it
brothers.
say? El Baño on the side?
It said "El phone doesn't go here."
No, but I don't know. I think that's a slippery slope to go down. It's like it's just like we see what we see, and even to where we are to where you are, yeah, we may be 60 miles as the crow flies, but we see way more geese than you guys do collectively through the year.
Yeah. I mean, we see a shitload, but you guys
Yeah.
see a shitload of geese down there. Yeah.
Like, it's hard for us to call bullshit on that when we don't know what I mean, we do know what New York's population looks like because we see it. It's hard to see what Western PA's looks like. It's hard to see what Virginia's looks like. It's hard to see what North Carolina, South Carolina looks like. We know what Georgia's looks like because they don't goose hunt at all down there.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's really hard when we see geese every day, big numbers of them every day going into March, and be like, yeah, you guys are full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's guys down in like Southern Maryland that are like, dude, we haven't shot a goose all year.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not that upset about it. I would like to shoot a non-hen of something half decent this year.
you shot a Scoter Drake.
I know.
What'd you say, Sam?
These here's what we're gonna do, Brian. Me and you, I'm setting this right now. All of us, this is gonna be a thing. Me and Brian, I will give you a boat. Me and Brian are gonna go out somewhere and we're gonna hunt. You two can go out and hunt. Whoever shoots more drakes.
We're screwed, Brian.
It'll be okay. I know a spot.
No,
Brian
I'm saying-
doesn't like it.
Wait, hold on. I thought you shot a Drake, or did Tyler shoot that?
I've never shot.
The teal.
I've never shot a Drake puddle duck of any
You
kind.
didn't answer.
No.
Tyler shot that duck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I have no drakes under my belt.
That's fair. No puddle duck Drake.
Yeah, no puddle duck drakes.
I don't even think you shot a bufflehead Drake.
I've shot a bufflehead drake.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Whatever boat you want.
No, I know exactly where I'm going.
I'm going to Hicks.
Give him the one with the Merc on
Wait,
it.
who's been taking care of that? The latest?
Once. I was there every other time. You went once by yourself.
Oh, I really tested that motor out this pit on Saturday. I went 2 miles out into the Delaware Bay by myself.
There you go.
Yeah, I looked up. I looked up and saw a very prominent, well-known beach, And I was like, shit, where am I? And I looked down at my phone. I was like, oh, shit. And then Dad called me, and he was like, hey, we're broke down. Like, we're not going to make it out to you. And I was like, okay. I'm going to go back in and fish the ditch, or fish the ditches.
Yeah.
But now, Saturday was nice taking the boat out. That old Suzuki ran like a champ, man.
I got to fix my Nissan, and I'll come out and go fishing. I'm not fishing off that jet boat, dude. It's so goddamn slow.
It's terrible.
I thought jet boats were supposed to be fast.
No,
Not
the
now.
river boats.
Inboard jet boats are fast.
Yeah, inboards, yes.
Now, outboard jet boats are not.
What does a 40 horse equate to? Like a 20 or a 25?
25.
Yeah, because it's kind of the same rule that applies to like older Tohatsus. Like I had a Tohatsu 30, and you could probably like Ryan would outrun me in his 25 Yamaha.
See, now I have that Nissan on mine's.
Oh no, them Nissans are a different breed.
Yeah, mine's worked and built 2
Yeah,
strokes. So,
yeah.
And I was getting 50 something out of that boat with a 40.
50 mile an hour. Good night.
It was a work 2-stroke.
Yeah, you need to get that thing fixed.
That's what we just did.
For the last year, you've been telling me you're going to get it fixed.
I didn't even know they made outboard jet motors. I wasn't aware that was even a thing.
It literally looks like a turbo underneath.
I have never seen one.
And the second you suck up mud through that thing,
It's
you're
done.
Yeah. That's why, like, you've
Not
never
good for around here.
seen it because
It
you've always run the cricket.
Yeah, it
stuff.
wouldn't survive around
Yeah,
here.
not at all. Like even the new. So the only issue I have with that new Suzuki is if you block the water at like the suction hole at all, it bogs down immediately. Like if I'm running through the creek where we normally run and I hit a thing of reeds, I have to stop, trim up, and reverse to get them off of there, or my motor will run like it's running out of gas.
Dude, that sounds like you're running a jet motor.
Yeah, like it sucks with that. But like if you run in, it's like not even clean water, but like where I normally run, where it's a little dirty, got a lot of shit running through it, it's fine. But as soon as you get some kind of bigger blockage, it sucks.
Yeah.
But like, and the guy told me that he's like, these new Suzukis are just so touchy. And I was like, I don't care. It's got electric start, electric trim and tilt, and it's not going to break down on me.
I don't think it's that touchy. I don't think it's even half as touchy as that E-Tech was.
The E-Tech had a lot of problems that the guy lied to me about.
But what I'm
That's
saying
what it
is,
was.
I don't see anything touchy about your motor.
Well, look, it happened to us when we went perch fishing. When you sat in the back and we went to go take off, it basically shut itself off from overpower or underpower. But that was also the first time I had ran in like 4 months, and then me and Ryan's fat ass were sitting on the back.
Every time I hear about you two going fishing, the first thing that pops in my mind is that video of Ryan losing that fish.
Oh, that was due to Kyle.
He will never, ever be my net guy ever again.
And that
until
was
the
just
day
like
I
a 6
die.
to 7 pounder.
Yeah.
Aaron netted a 13 3/4 pounder for me with no problems.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll get you for, what is it, Labor Day?
Yeah, Labor Day's the next tournament.
Yeah. You guys should come down for that.
We'll be
Come
up-
catfishing.
That's what we did last year. So, because remember we drove. That's why we stayed up all night because we
Yeah.
drove home in the middle of the night.
And then Lance called me.
Yep.
So me and Ryan were going to talk about this last week. So real quick, sorry guys for not posting last week. Me and Ryan did do like a half-hour, 40-minute episode, and it was just shit talk. Like it was so bad. I re-listened to the whole thing, and there wasn't enough editing in the world to save us from that episode.
I don't think it was that bad.
Have you seen what Senator Mike Lee out in Utah is trying to do, or Utah or Idaho, with the big beautiful bill?
According to Ranella, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
over
it's
now.
Trying to solve the public.
Oh, the
Or
public lane? Yeah, they cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did it clear today or yesterday?
Yeah, they took it out of the bill. He backed
Hey,
down.
Really?
Yeah.
It's done. We kept it on.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you guys.
hmm
Well, everybody else.
But what I was saying about that last time is like even because he kept trying to cut down the amount of land, what specified as the land. But no matter, even if it's 100 acres of public land getting sold off. Even setting that precedent, they'll just keep coming back for more and more and more and more.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask now. Do you think this is over with, or do you think we'll see a resurgence of this in 5 years, the next presidency, something like
Give
that?
it another 2 years.
2 years?
Yep. If he's still elected, if Mike Lee is still elected, he will try and sell that stuff.
Give it till midterms. It'll come back up on midterms, I promise.
Did you guys see the map? Like, it was a lot in Idaho, Utah, and California, but it was almost the entire state of Nevada that was eligible to be sold.
Yep.
Like, it was, I think it equated to like eight.
It was like 2 million or two. What was it, 2 or 3 million acres or something like
250 million acres.
that? Ridiculous.
Yeah, like the entire, I think it was like 80 to 85% of Nevada was eligible, would have been eligible if it passed the first time around.
They can sell the whole bottom half of California.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a flying hoot about that.
And guys out there shooting cinnamon teal and pintail ducks would, though.
Yeah, and that's the top part of
No, they shoot them in Southern California.
Man.
The places you can hunt.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's still, it was just a stupid plan to begin with. Like, if you think selling off all of your country's land to private interests just to bail you out, you're eventually going to run out of land if you did it like that anyway. So, like, what's the point? It's just a stupid, quick cash grab that's not actually going to solve anything.
Well, they were trying to put what the hell?
Section 8 housing.
Yeah, Section 8 housing in.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
great.
I saw that.
That's what
So-
we need more of.
Yeah, it was just free housing for everybody that
Doesn't want to work.
doesn't do shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just glad it got shut down. I mean, I was worried a little bit that it wasn't because, you know, it's all people with the same mindset as him that it would have had to go through. If, like, the constituents didn't call, it would have went through and nobody would have batted an eye.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's over for now. Everybody can take a sigh, but, you know, a relief breath. But,
Mhm.
like you guys
I
said,
mean,
I don't.
it really. It was like a worry because it popped up, but like, look how fast it was. Like, it was like a week, and it was like, yeah, no.
No, they really. I think they've been fighting this since April or March. One of them, somewhere around there.
It really got thrown out there a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was getting
yeah,
close to crunch time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
But I remember Meat Eater wrote an article or brought it up some time ago because I go back and listen to all the trivia episodes, like on drives and stuff. But oh,
I thought you were going somewhere with that.
nah, I'm just shooting from the hip here, brother.
Yeah.
So how was
So-
barefoot time?
How was Barefoot? Fucking awesome.
So it
Name
was
5 artists that you saw.
Chris Jansen, Warren Ziders, Jason
Ew.
Aldean, Jelly Roll, Megan Maroney, Ella Langley.
How'd I know those two were? How'd I know those two were coming out?
Ella Langley had a tism attack on stage twice because she wasn't used to seagulls flying in front of her, and she'd like get choked up, giggle, and then keep singing. But it was nice.
So you got choked up, or she got choked up? How did you get choked up with all that drool coming out of your mouth?
My girlfriend was standing right there, so there was no drool coming out of my mouth. Dude, we got up at like
Me
10.
and Aaron would both be drooling.
We got up at like 10 o'clock every day, and I sprinted through the gate immediately when they opened so we could get the front. Like, we were like 30 feet away from all the artists, like, every day.
He got his
That's pretty
hat
cool.
signed by DJ Slim McGraw.
Slim McGraw. I would like him to do my wedding someday. He's badass. But it was good.
Does he look like Chris Jansen if Chris Jansen did
He looks like,
Like CrossFit?
he looks like Tim McGraw if Tim McGraw was a pothead.
Anyone?
I'll be right back.
All right. Sam
It
will
was
be
good.
right.
You ought to go
Commercial
next
break.
year.
Brought to you
he's
by-
definitely getting a hot dog.
He's getting a beer.
Oh, even better. Yeah, guys, subscribe to the Patreon.
Commercial break.
I have been doing this lately because we don't have an ad read in the beginning of the video episode. So thank you to our sponsors, Papa Earls and Top Down Decoys. Check out the links in our bio. Top Down Decoys, use code Marsh Boys. You basically get free shipping. Papa Earls, hands down the best caging season I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Now that that's over. Huh?
I still gotta try it. I mean,
You
you
need
guys
to.
swear by it, so.
Yeah.
And I've been using it for like what 2-3 years now.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 bins of it at home. I'm locked and loaded and ready to go.
How dare you
Have
call
you
that a beer?
Have you guys
What
tried Danos?
I do have some Danos.
I've never tried Danos.
How much better is Papa Earl's than Danos?
So the reason I can say that I use Danos is because they do have a Cajun style seasoning, which I wouldn't compare it to Papa Earl's. Papa Earl's is tenfold better. I've had the Danos once. What I do use a lot though, and it's great mixed, is the Danos seasoning. I've tried the red pepper and the Parmesan.
Yeah.
It's so good. The last time I ate catfish, I did it with catfish, and it was like the bomb.
There you
A
go.
little bit of Papa Earl's, and then you sprinkle that Parmesan on top and bake it. Oh, it was so good.
See now, I would as soon as you like not Danos, Papa Earl's came up on your guys' stuff. If I still could eat crab legs and like mussels and clams like I used to, dude, I'd have a stockpile of it.
Yeah, but see, that's the best thing about Papa Earl's. I put it in ramen. I put it on pizza.
I made cheesesteaks with it.
You put cheese. I put it on everything. Now it's the best on seafood and chicken because I think chicken binds with that kind of stuff better. Seafood, obviously, it's a lot lighter meat. But even like empanadas, I'm making goose meat empanadas tomorrow night, and I'm gonna put Papa Earl's in that. And it's gonna taste great. It's amazing on vegetables and everything else too.
You know what else was surprising? And I got it from Walmart, and I didn't realize. I was like, I want a different barbecue sauce. Every time I get Sweet Baby Ray's, I think about the Zuck in his backyard grilling. Look at the good doggo.
Hey, Storm. Who's a good boy?
You calling me buddy?
Oh, buddy, that's it. That's it.
So I got Kinder's honey or golden barbecue. That shit
the
is
hot
banging.
honey, the golden honey or hot honey.
Yeah,
that stuff's really
so
good. But the other Kinders, I can't get down. Like we have the roasted garlic, and I don't think we've used it since I got it.
No, I just got the golden barbecue one. It's banging.
Yeah, I didn't know Walmart and Target have Danos.
I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've been using Danos since it was even like you couldn't find it anywhere because we got it at the Harrisburg Sportsman Show. We talked to them.
Oh, they were there?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were there.
A long time ago, yeah.
Oh, not this past year.
No. It was a long time ago, like before he went, that big. And we've been using it since then, and like we ran out and we couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty good sale right now. You can get like all their shit for like $75-$80.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Good on them making a living off of just selling seasoning. He did something right.
But so speaking of this kind of stuff, so let me gather my thoughts here. I was gonna say, so what's going on with Bucks County boys? I know most of the time we talk, every time you're like, yeah, Sam's got some footage pent up, we're doing stuff like that. Sam, how's editing going?
Yeah, let's talk to my editor here.
Where's the video from North Dakota?
Shitty filmers. You're filming.
The trout video.
You're talking shit on yourself
the
here,
trout
buddy.
video, I did not.
Okay, that was also 7 different times I went upstate mixed together.
Yeah. Also, I know I'm a shitty cameraman. So
You're not the worst.
Bring that up.
So
I'm on your side, Sam. I know it's difficult.
He can't be on anybody's side because he doesn't do it.
I'm on your side. Don't listen to me.
At least Sam attempts it.
I attempt it, and then hunting season, we bring the cameras out, and then not shoot shit.
Yep. 100%.
Or you don't bring the cameras
Every
and
time
have the best day of
even
your
if you
life.
just set a GoPro up, the birds are done flying.
Yep.
Oh,
Literally
literally.
land in the field behind you, or
Yep.
But yet, I get me shooting a 5-pointer on camera.
Yeah.
6-pointer. sorry.
Only the best
It's like
content.
when me and you both brought the cameras for February. We had all the camera stuff and nothing flew all day. Me and Brian were like, all right, we're going to get the truck now. And what do? We walk back and a
They
bunch
shoot
of stuff
geese.
starts
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
So do you guys like? Are you starting to figure out the editing stuff, Sam? Like, do you plan on releasing videos constantly through hunting season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna start definitely filming this year. Like filming this year is 100%.
Yep.
It's gonna be on. I'm gonna film everything. Even if it's a slow day, maybe I'll mix videos and like post it in February when there's not much hunting going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's going to be our plan is to film everything, release throughout, but save a lot. Like, it would be cool if because I plan on filming a lot more of my trapping stuff. Obviously the waterfowl deer hunting, like the goal is to get Ryan a buck this year. We're both going to hopefully kill quite a few deer to fill the freezers. That's going to be a main point of filming and stuff like that. But like just rolling off of that stuff and then having stuff to post leading into say May, and then we can start stacking fishing stuff and then so forth. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe a little more vlog style. I think I like that. That would probably work for us a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I told Sam a million times, like, dude, if we just carried a camera around, like for our everyday stuff, we'd probably be millionaires.
Yeah. Exactly. I started doing that. I tried doing that a little bit for the Patreon, but it just didn't really work out. Like the cooking stuff, it works out really well for. Just setting a camera up and filming you cook. Like people like that.
Yeah.
But well,
I don't know. I got like a month to try to make my show.
Your show? It's a show now?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm gonna call it.
What are we gonna have 20-minute episodes?
If I can manage to stretch it in 20 minutes, sure.
Ryan, you making an off-brand of The View?
An off-brand of The View, yeah. Except we only have racist opinions. No, I'm making that stamp thing.
Did you see what them North Koreans are doing?
Yeah. Taking our jobs.
They got fake grocery stores. Ain't that a shame?
Mm-hmm. And the ladies down south have fake eyes.
So do I start
Fake
them?
eyes.
Do I start them? Do I
Start them. I have no clue what you're talking
Ryan,
about.
what do you think? Let's talk about Gaza.
Okay. All right. What do you think? Never mind. I can't go there. No, we're gonna. Marsh Boyz does not endorse the content that's about to be spoken. What do you think the bag limit is over there?
Unlimited.
Unlimited?
I wasn't talking about animals.
I know what you're talking about.
See, hold on. Let's turn the tables here. You know what's wild, speaking of bag limits and trying stuff? You know what I saw on Facebook today?
What a transition that was. Props to you, dude. What a transition. Get me out of the hole I dug myself into.
Dude, now, granted, he has like 20 million subscribers on YouTube, so he has nothing to lose or nothing to gain by this. He tried coyote brisket.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Who? Some random dude. I saw
Max,
on Facebook, but...
Max the meat guy. He tried, it was like, he started with coyote brisket, then he went to lamb and beaver, and then did it llama brisket.
And I bet it was fire.
No.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. They said the coyote brisket, what did they say it tasted like? Oh, no, they said the beaver brisket tasted like pond scum.
I thought beaver was supposed to be good.
No.
Really?
Apparently not the brisket.
Oh.
Oh, no, they made it in a sausage.
Oh. I thought you would get more shit because it was very dog-like.
The batter.
Oh, the
Coyote,
coyote?
yeah.
Well, Ranella tried coyote and said it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, but when you look at Ranella, you know what you're getting.
That's fair. I would probably be in the same boat. I don't think there's not a whole lot of meats I could try that I'd be like, ew.
Yeah. I'd try it.
I will tell you, teal tacos, like
Fucking
ground
amazing.
up.
That's
Feel
what I do.
anything is banging.
That's what I do with my buffalo heads. I grind them up, make them into tacos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I do with my hooded mergansers.
Well,
We
yeah,
did do
people
it
blow
with
it out in
it.
the water because teal's a puddle duck, not a diver.
I know.
I did do the Scoter quesadillas, and Riley asked if they were teal. So
Really?
He owes
Yeah.
you money.
yeah, he does owe me money because I made Brant taste good. I made Scooter taste good, and now he's like triple or nothing. I have to make Spot taste good. The fish.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'll make fish cakes they'll taste good.
It'll be all right.
He's gonna coat it in Papa Earl's.
Butter. It's just gonna
taste
be
like
butter
butter.
and Papa Earl's. Yeah.
Butter, celery, and Papa
Mhm.
Earl's.
There'll be so much salt in it, you can watch your skin wrinkle with every bite.
It's a little
Hey, but-
salty.
It'll taste good though. I can promise you that.
Need like a mainline IV drip to eat something like that.
That's like when they had the duck call room had them young boys on. They're like Gar boys or something like that. They made them Gar ball. You probably
I
haven't
was
listened to that.
gonna say, take it easy there, Brian. Got them
What?
young boys on.
No,
had them young boys
no. They made Gar balls and like they would swore by them, and like, all the guys in the duck call room were like, "Dude, what the fuck are these?"
That's yeah. What else did they do? Or no, they did do Gar. Remember the Duck Dynasty episode when they started shooting the Asian carp,
Oh yeah,
and then he
yeah.
sold it in and then they took it to the restaurant, and so everybody's like, "Oh wow, this is really good."
Dude, like I said, there's a lot of things I'll eat, but like I've filleted a few carp for crab bait, and it's so people say goose meat is greasy, and I don't get it, but like carp meat, it's so slimy, greasy, and red. I've never seen a redder meat in my life than carp meat.
Steak. I'm about to that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, people I don't like that are come over.
Just feed them carp.
No, we're gonna have steak. Then I'm gonna eat up
And
some
they're
carp.
gonna get carp, peasants.
Once again, it tastes like butter and salt.
Riley might get a filleted carp.
You don't like Riley?
No, I do.
No, we got something planned
Yeah.
for Riley.
We have a harassment.
harassment.
We have a harassment plan coming on.
I think Riley's coming up Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But well, Ryan, you got anything else you want to cover?
No, I was going to talk more about that bill, and then I saw today when I was
Yeah.
taking a shit in the bathroom that it's done. So
You know what? Let's end with this because I don't know the next time we're going to get you guys on. What goals do you guys have for the let's just strictly stick with waterfowl. What goals do you guys have for the waterfowl season coming up?
For waterfowl, we're definitely doing so October up where we did last year up at my place upstate. We leave there, we hit North Dakota. This year, now that we did North Dakota and went through it, we're gonna
You have a
film
little understanding.
and we're gonna film the whole thing in North Dakota. Then after that, it's just regular duck hunting, and after that, yeah, I mean, I'll goose hunt. Like I said, I'll goose hunt. Thanksgiving and all that. We're definitely gonna deer hunt more. I'm still trying to get Sam a buck. I've had bucks close to Sam, but
Passed on two last year.
yeah, Sam's thing is he wants to kill one off of his grandfather's property before, because it's his first one.
Fair
Mhm.
enough.
So he wants to kill one up there. Now Sam passed on a pretty nice 8-pointer for first deer I would have shot.
Not my first year hunting.
I know, but it's your first buck.
I mean, that was my first buck. So
We're definitely gonna film a lot of deer hunting. The only thing is, I could film a lot of deer hunting, and I could shoot. You've seen the videos that I've sent you on Snapchat.
yeah.
I've had deer all over the place. The problem is when a doe comes in, I'm like, I have doe tags, and then I look at it. And
me too.
I don't want to deal with that today, and I just sit there and let the doe go. So there's a lot of stuff that's in the goal. We definitely want Sam to shoot some drakes this year.
Shot what, 3 last year?
You shot buffleheads, drakes.
Yeah, that's why I said 3. I shot that green wing in North Dakota. that blue wing, and I think one bufflehead drink.
Even in North Dakota, he couldn't shoot anything.
It was all hens.
The problem was
They were all
everything.
coming in on my side.
Everything I shot was a drink.
Nice.
Everything.
The
I
gadwalls. I forgot about the gadwalls.
Gadwalls. I shot 10 gadwalls. But
No, I'm
I
saying
got a gadwall drink somewhere up there. Oh, it's right here. There we go.
So, yeah,
Nice.
that's about it. But we're definitely gonna hunt. Definitely gonna film. So we might, possibly, finally publish the clothing.
Ooh.
still working on it.
Oh,
We just
yeah.
can't. The problem is we can't decide. Like
So,
there's so many
the-
designs that are out there, like in
Yeah.
our stuff, and like we just can't decide on which one we want to do. I think
Mhm.
what we're gonna
I
do.
think we decided at least.
We definitely decided one. I knew that. Is this Storm t-shirt.
Yeah, that one's
There's,
Ooh.
I posted that.
Definitely
I had people blowing me up on Snapchat. Like, yo, give me one of those. So, we're definitely going to do that. And then...
Yeah, we went very basic with our first t-shirt. Also, real quick, we do have some t-shirts left. If you guys hit me up on Instagram with the code Cranberry, New Jersey, you get them for $14 if I got to ship them $12 if you're local. Some. I don't have a whole lot left, but we do have some.
Mhm.
But well, no, I think it's going to be an exciting year for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think each page is going to see a lot of each other.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, it's going to be a good year. I think, especially with us, I think the last 3 years we've been working up to what we want to do this year. It's just been a matter of figuring it out.
Yeah.
As far as content, as far as merchandise, same thing with you guys. I mean, it's a little, it's probably a little easier for you guys saying that because you've been around a lot longer, but
I just never, dropped the hammer on it.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So.
But like I said, it's going to be an exciting year for both of us, especially the way we're kind of linked together. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, it's never not a fun time, even if we don't shoot anything,
Yeah.
which is
it's always-
most of the
it's
time.
always-
Because me and Sam show up.
No, Lucas is bad luck charm, not me.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Shut up. I stopped stuff when you weren't there, so.
Well, look,
Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding on.
Ask Sam what he shot when I wasn't there.
Sam, what'd you shoot when
Ask
you?
Sam what he walked out with that day.
Go ahead.
A hen merg and a
Quality ducks.
The dog ain't good that night.
Dude, everybody there was like 15 people going. They were all going to one of my spots, and it was supposed to pour in the morning.
Can I say what they shot when I was not with them? They walked over.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
They shot a redhead.
Oh, dude, they're swearing.
It was a common merg.
So you know what's really funny? So the first time I really went target. So when I first started waterfowl hunting, it was all geese. Like I didn't go duck hunting. Like I would throw a half dozen mallard decoys out, whatever. But I was really trying to shoot geese. And a common merg landed like 20 yards outside the spread. And it landed, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's a damn redhead. And I asked the guy next to me, and I'm like, yo, what do you think that is? And he goes, I think it's a redhead. He goes, it's got a red head. So, and I was like,
Dead giveaway.
I was like, yeah. I was like 17 or 18, so it slims in. And I'm like, well, if it slims into like the edge of the decoys, I'll shoot it. So here it comes, right at the edge of the decoys, and I'm still looking at it. I knew it was a duck. I knew I could shoot it. So I shot it, and I get up to it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? And I get back to my buddy, he goes, oh, dude, that's a common merg. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll breast it out. I'll eat it. And he goes, I don't want to be anywhere near you. And I breasted it out, and oh, dude, that was the only time I've ever wasted a duck in my entire life.
Well,
That was so bad.
I told him, just go walk over there. That's where I shot the hen mallard. Go walk over there. We just saw ducks land over there. Something land over there. Go shoot them. They walk over, and they go, we shot a redhead. Chris and I are there. Chris and I look at each other and go, that's not a redhead.
Yeah. These Chris and him hunt with me all the time. I'll give him that. Sam's getting a lot better. Now, these two identifying ducks.
Not good. Well, we knew it wasn't redhead.
But
Yeah.
these two said no, it wasn't.
That's like Ryan in the morning. Ryan at all times. Something will fly by and I'll be like, oh, did you see them wood ducks? And he'd be like, huh?
They go by so quick.
Oh no, it was when we went with Zach and we were teal hunting. And everything was flying by and I was like, yo, did you see that flock of teal over there? You'd be like, huh?
No.
Or them guys shot that mallard and I was like, oh damn, that was a pretty drake. And you're like, what?
They're too fast. If it's duck shaped, it'll probably catch them around.
But well, we appreciate you guys coming on. Is there anything else you want to cover real quick before we hop off?
Social media is at _ Bucks County Boys and underscores in between each word. So it's at Bucks _ County _ Boys.
Yeah, you can find it in the link in our bio.
Yeah, that too. That works. That works a lot better than me explaining everything. So,
But yeah, check them out. Go give them a follow. Check out their YouTube. Give them a subscribe. They're doing some really cool stuff, and you know we're happy to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we appreciate you guys coming on.
Yep, thank you. Free bird.
Skinner.
Yeah.
Did it stop recording?
Not yet. Still says recording.